Hi everybody, it's Stephanie here in South Carolina, and I have been reading my daily Disney devotions during this stay-at-home pandemic, and I'm sharing those with you guys. So today we are reading number 4, called The Walt Disney World Railroad. And before I start, I just want to mention this book is written by Albert Thweet. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. You see my 2-year-old in the background there. The Walt Disney World Railroad is number 4. We're still at the Magic Kingdom, and I think we'll just stay here and visit all the attractions before moving to another park. What do you think? I love this idea. We talked about the park in general and its famous icons, so now let's ride something in the already. As you enter the Magic Kingdom, what's the first ride or attraction you come to? I guess technically you could say the monorail, but that's not an exclusive Magic Kingdom attraction, so I'm not counting that. Maybe we'll do a monorail devotional later. No, the first real attraction you come to is that beautiful train station. 1 of 3 for Walt Disney World Railroad. So let's talk about the Walt Disney World Railroad for today's devotional. The railroad attraction has been there since day 1. It's 1.5 miles of 3 train station stops. I'm sorry, let me read that again. It is a 1.5 mile loop with 3 train station stops. It transports 3.7 million passengers per year. The 4 train cars are named after Walt Disney himself, his wife Lillian, the original Imagineer, Roger, who helped acquire the train for Walt Disney World, and finally, there is one for Roy Disney, Walt's brother. Obviously, this is one of Walt's favorite attractions since he had his own miniature train in his backyard. This attraction reminds me of one of my favorite verses in the Bible, and what I think of is most important. As you are aware, the Walt Disney World Railroad attraction has to stay on track, and as do most of the rides. It can never veer off and drive through the park. That would make for some scary moments and dangerous situations. It has a track it has to follow, which allows it to make a complete circle and get back to the stations where it belongs. In our lives, we also have a track to follow. It's a very narrow track. We can choose to get off track and follow a much wider, easier path if we want, but that's also very dangerous and it won't take us to the station where we belong. In fact, the wider path will take us to a place we really don't want to go. And the Bible says that sadly, many will choose to take their own wide path. I want to strongly encourage you to stay on track. Matthew 7:14 says, "For the gate is narrow and the way is hard that leads to life, and those who find it are few." When that verse says life, it means heaven. Isn't it sad to say only a few will find heaven? I know it is often difficult to stay on track, but the track is there, and God tells us how to stay on it. We just have to focus and consistently be making sure our lives are on track. Are you on track now? Ask yourself that question every day for the rest of your life. If not, find the track and get back on it. It's never too late. When I taught 6th grade, I used to close every day by telling my students the same 4 words that I will tell you now. Stay on the path. Thanks, guys.